Bucks fans, my name is Nick Mack, and we are just moments away from another Dunmore Bucks basketball game. Welcome to welcome you in here as we are at the home of your Dunmore Bucks in Dunmore, Pennsylvania. As your Bucks come in tonight at 5-5, 4-3 in the division, and they will be taking on the 0-12 Carbondale team. Unfortunately, Carbondale has not been able to get too much rolling. Their last three games are a loss to Holy Cross, 60-24, a loss to Montrose, 56-53, a close one there, and a decent loss to Riverside. Although dropped by 14 points, Riverside has been an absolute titan within the division this year, but that loss for Carbondale was 60-46. Your Dunmore Bucks coming in, riding a bit of a shaky streak themselves right now. Their last three, Riverside, unfortunately, they dropped one there, 73-59. They did get an impressive win. That was the last time we had the men's broadcast here at home over Holy Cross in a 64-60 upset. And then 2 nights later, they unfortunately lost to Holy Cross 62-50. Going to take a look at some of the players really to pay attention to in this game. Dunmore, again, with that 62-50 loss to Holy Cross. Their big score was Adriel DeNaples with 22 points. Behind him, the ball spread around pretty evenly between both Rogerios as they combined for 15 points themselves. Frankie had 8, Nico had 7. And Tyler Majeski with 6 points. Something to watch on the Carbondale side is going to be Jaheim Brooker with 16 points, and then 2 of his fellow teammates, Jameer Allen and Ray Offner, both with 10 points apiece themselves. And that's, again, decent in the loss against Riverside. So a lot of this going around as we have several games still upcoming. The next broadcast is going to be tomorrow as the boys team takes on Old Forge. It'll be a 7:15 start time. Tune in for JV at 6. The reason why I mentioned all that here on pregame, because, we got a little time to kill, is because we are working our way down to the end of the season. So having a nice extended talk with Athletic Director Mark Finan about where some of our teams are going to be falling in terms of the boys and the girls. So the boys side of things, they are going to be heading towards a conference tournament that will involve 7 teams. On the 3A side of things, those 7 teams are Wyoming Sem, Riverside, Redeemer, Dunmore, Lakeland, Montrose, and Carbondale area. That's the way everything shook out this year. So we're just kind of putting our heads together, trying to figure out how this would shake out. Most likely, it is going to be Dunmore is going to be stuck in about that 4th seed, pending they pick up that win here tonight and nothing too crazy happens within 3A. They'll probably be sitting in that 4th seed, which means, if we're betting men on this one, that the first game will have the broadcast here for the first game of the tournament. That will be held on March 4th. So on the flip side, there for the girls as well, they are in the 4A classification. They are across 7 teams, but that tournament will only be top 8. From there, currently Dunmore sits in the number 2 seed, only trailing a rather undefeated prep team. So from there, basically what would end up happening is a 2 seed would also be playing on March 4th. So we would take the home game here. As it stands right now, they would be playing, make sure it would be a 7 seed. If the season ended today, it would be Valley View. So, hey, still a few days, few games to shake some things out. In terms of that, though, we would have a doubleheader here on March 4th, and then we would also have the girls' semifinal game here as well. Championship games won't be played at home. Theoretically, they'll be at the arena. So we are just under 50 seconds away. So obviously, as I'm saying this, playoff action upcoming for both teams here for the Bucks. But right now, the Dunmore boys team has to take care of business with Carbondale. And looking at Carbondale, unfortunately, as I mentioned before, Carbondale's on 0-12 slide right now. Dunmore's job, it's a confidence game. This is a chance for them to come out, beat up on a team that has also had, again, not disparaging Carbondale in any way. They've had some success even in their losses. But this is a chance for the Dunmore Bucks, after a road rivalry loss to Holy Cross, come back out, get a little bit of confidence, get themselves ready. So we are going to be going over the starters in just a moment. Carbondale, stand up first.
Next contest between the Carbondale Area Chargers and your Dunmore Bucks. Starting lineups for Carbondale.
All right, your The starters for the Chargers. It's going to be number 10, Ray Offner. Number 11, Jay Allen. 13, Daryl Bennett.
Number 43, Jaheim Booker.
Number 3, Jaheim Booker.
And now your starting lineup for your Dunmore Bucks.
And number 33. Zach Cruiser to start.
Number 33, 6'1", junior forward, Jeffrey Walsh.
I see Jeff Walsh stand up.
6 foot senior guard,
Hunter Robertson.
Number 35, 6'2", senior guard,
Peyton Baderka. And last but not least, it's going to be number 44, Tyler Majeski. And the Dunmore Bucks, led by their coach, Kevin Clark. They almost knocked themselves out there, getting excited to start the game. So these not the typical starters here for the Dunmore Bucks. Again, looking to get a little bit of experience for some of their younger players. At this time, we are going to be going over with the national anthem, and we'll be back with you in just a moment.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
All right, so both teams about to get ready for this PIAA District 2 action. And as I was mentioning before with some of the possible playoff scenarios, none of the tournament is set in stone. The only thing we really know so far is all 7 teams from the Dunmore's classification will be involved. Number 43, Jaheim Brooker, steps in. And Majeski stands in for the Bucks. Gonna start this game off as Carbondale going to take the tip off, and away we go. Daryl Bennett to start the ball for the Chargers. Man-on-man D shown by Dunmore so far, as that layup just not going to go down. Going to be an offensive rebound. That one going to be tapped away. Great hands there by Jeff Walsh. He won't be credited for the steal, but he's the one that caused it. Ball passed the inside to Majeski. Majeski wasn't expecting it. Able to turn around there was Walsh. He got an open look. Unfortunately, couldn't get it to go. With it, driving a bit is Bennett. Bennett tries to go up and do it himself, manages to do so. So first points of the game go to the Chargers. Gonna try and do it themselves again is Dunmore. Open look for the three. Long ball goes. That one's gonna drop. Baderka with 3. That will change up the lead. 3-2 now the score. And that one just going to be an effort of just poor dribbling for Daryl Bennett. Looked like he caught himself in the foot, rolls out of bounds. So that turnover will go to the Bucks. Bucks running from left to right across your screen tonight. They are wearing the all-white jerseys with the crimson accent. Carbondale Chargers stepping in with the royal blue unis and the red. Dunmore passes around again, finds themselves another open look three, not going to get it, goes through the legs of one of the Chargers, then going to be picked up by Bennett. Bennett going to try and drill past again, and he's not going to be able to do so. Great block there from Majeski, and on the other way go Dunmore. Dunmore, going to say on that one, I think somebody's out of bounds. It was a little out of my vantage point here. I'm going to say Bedurka just dragged his toe maybe along the line. So tough break there for the Bucks. 2 minutes to pass, 3-2 still the score. Look for Bennett there on the inside as that's going to be tapped out of bounds by the Bucks. Carbondale will maintain possession. Looks to be early in the game that Daryl Bennett seems to be the go-to in this game. Going to go up for the layup. Hard-earned. Ray Offner puts it in. 4-3 now scored. Chargers take back the lead. Cruiser. Passing back and forth. Cruiser now going to drive himself. Going to go up as he is going to travel. That's going to be a nice block by there for Jaheim Brooker of Carbondale. He just kind of tapped it back down to Cruiser, and Cruiser just kind of kept taking steps, so he wasn't expecting to have that ball pushed back down to him. Calling out was Jay Allen as he was seeming a little frustrated out there as he thought the offensive team on offense, being his, should have started running a play. And he just threw it out of bounds to a player where I think he thought it was going to be somewhere else. That ball going to be taken away by Bennett. Bennett's going to try and drill himself. Looking to try and get the charge was Cruiser, but Bennett did an excellent job of walking it around Cruiser. Majeski to the inside, going to have that ball tapped away and then almost thrown back in as Carbondale officially able to come back with it. Now they're trying to drill past Dunmore again. Kicks it out to the far corner. Three ball, not going to drop. Rebounded by Majeski. Dunmore going to have that ball stripped away again. This time it's Bennett again, and that ball is going to be tapped off of Bennett. So an excellent block there from Cruiser. And since Cruiser really just extra effort there, got back to the ball, was able to swat it away without making any contact, and the ball rolled straight off Bennett out of bounds. So Bucks ball. Bucks pass it from corner to corner, looking to drive, and that's going to be another turnover for the Bucks. Their fourth within the past few minutes at least. A little frustration there shown by Peyton Bedurka. Just trying to rally the troops. And Bennett just going to have that one taken away by Cruiser, so Cruiser gets one back for himself after Bennett has taken a few from him. So with that, Carbondale going to take a timeout, though they still maintain the lead 6-5 after that stolen ball by Cruiser. So it'll be a 30-second timeout officially on the floor, taken by the Chargers. So with that, seeing a little bit of nerve so far from the Bucks as they've kind of thrown the ball out of bounds a few times, had the ball stolen a few times. Daryl Bennett's been giving them fits on both sides of the ball, so this might just even be a chance for Coach Clark to really just kind of settle his team just a little bit. Just under 4 minutes to go. 6-5 is your score. Inbound the ball is with the ball is Jay Allen. Calls out to his team to set the offense. Allen, kind of a bit of a shot put pass, this guy. Just kind of throws it right to his guy just with his right arm. Bennett guarded by Cruiser. This is going to be a fun matchup to watch tonight. Going to be tapped out of bounds by Cruiser, but he was able to slow up Bennett. And we're going to get a media timeout here with 3:34. Media timeout is a 60-second timeout taken once per quarter for all 4 quarters due to the COVID-19 regulations of PIAA. Basically just gives kids a chance to breathe. Again, just instituted this year. So I'm going to definitely highlight right now Zach Cruiser and Daryl Bennett. It's just going to be fun to watch on both sides of the ball. They've both had steals from each other. They've both had times where they've been able to beat the other one. So just a really interesting matchup so far here to start. I'm just getting a little bit of extra information here. Thought I had the entire roster, but number 33 that I mentioned before for Carbondale is going to be Brian Solitsky. Just to officially say his name out there, he has been on the floor. Also, just like to tell everybody, Maddie Healy of Dunmore High School just broke her own school record in the 50-yard freestyle with a time of 25.55 at Del Val today. So big congratulations to Maddie Healy. That ball going to be tapped out of bounds by Cruiser. And again, Cruiser versus Bennett. Short pass thrown in, trying to work there into the paint as number 11, Jay Allen, just had a couple inches on any defender around him, so he was able to take in the layup. 2-3 zone shown by Carbondale. Cruiser going to try and split all the people. Does not manage to do so. Ball goes in and out of the hands of Majeski. Bennett going to come up. He's going to get the shot to go down. So Daryl Bennett, his 6th point of the night. 10-5 now the score. 3 ball taken in the face of Carbondale. That one's not going to drop. Bennett going to be able to get the rebound himself. He's going to drive in. Cruiser looks to try again to draw the charge. But in this instance, Bennett walked around him again. And all of a sudden, we are starting to see, there is another block. That one's going to go out of bounds. So we're going to see the substitution and see a couple more familiar faces here for the varsity team as Christian Buckley comes on. Nico Rogerio. Number 31, Kevin Walsh. And Dom Temperino as well. So your average starters here as Carbondale comes out to a 12-5 lead. And Coach Clark going to have, like I said, send in the regular starters as Carbondale not going to lay over tonight. Rogerio to Rogerio. Back to Rogerio. Over to Buckley. Going to try to pass the ball on the inside and going to draw the contact was Temperino. So he's going to be heading to the line.
Foul on number 43, Jaheim Brooker, his first.
Foul is on Brooker. That'll be his first, team first. We actually haven't heard really too much from the referees to start the game tonight. First shot for Temperino is good. So 6-12 now the scoreline. Carbondale leads. Second one. Not going to go. That one's going to be rebounded by number 10, Ray Offner for the Chargers. So 1 for 2 goes Temperino. This will be the first time Carbondale has to deal with the usual starters for Dunmore here on offense. Going to try and pass the ball there to the inside. Going to be tapped around, and officially last going to be touched by Jaheim Brooker. So with that, Bucks will take over possession. Substitution off for Brooker. Coming on is number 25, Jose Mendez for Carbondale. 1:50 to go here, 12-6, still the score. And then going to be Rogerio versus Bennett. That could be an interesting matchup for the night, too. Rogerio passes to the inside, Dunmore kicks to the outside, kicks back out to the far corner. Tries going into the inside to Temperino. Temperino's going to get the shot. That one's not going to go down. Couldn't quite hit it off the perfect part of the square and just falls right into the hands of Offner. Ball in the hands of Bennett. And he's just playing the passing game right now between him and Allen. Far wing-to-wing shot as that one's just going to get stuck up in the rim. A little bit of hops there by Temperino. Now, as that happens, for those of you that don't know at home, that is just considered a jump ball, so this will be Dunmore ball. Nico to Buckley. Buckley waiting for the perfect pass, gave it to Rogerio. Rogerio to Rogerio for three. That one's going to go down. Big hit there for Frankie Rogerio. Just like that, it's a 12-9 score line as Dunmore claws its way back. That ball almost able to be tapped away. Made a little bit too much contact there was Kevin Walsh. So that'll be his first foul, team first foul. See Coach Clark there just telling Walsh, just get your hand out just a little bit from what he did as he just kind of went to the inside. Hotly contested shot there for Solitsky, and that one's going to fall for him. 30 seconds to go. Buckley to Rogerio. Rogerio going to shoot for three. That one's not going to drop, and then going to be an excellent rebound for the Bucks as that one's going to go up and then going to be blocked. Unfortunately, Kevin Walsh couldn't get the shot off. He just flew in there to get that offensive rebound, though. Looked great. 10 seconds for Carbondale. Carbondale going to pass back and forth between Bennett and Allen. Going to end up in the hands of Bennett. Bennett is going to shoot for three. That one not going to go down, and then that is going to be a foul just before the buzzer could go off. Just over a second to go. It's going to be two free shots for Carbondale. It's going to be Savitsky to take the line, or excuse me, Solitsky to take the line. First shot, no good. They did not announce officially who that foul was on, so we'll have to do a follow-up on that. Solitsky for the second shot. Does not get it. Going to be passed out by Dunmore, and there's just not going to be enough time, so good rebound there for Dom Temperino. So 14-9 as Carbondale leads after the first quarter, and we're going to kick it down to our Dunmore Bucks cheerleaders. Big hands for our Dunmore cheerleaders as they get us through the first 60 seconds as we're transitioning from the first quarter to the second. Dunmore trails by 5. So the Bucks start off the game with really some of their JV players, a couple of their bench players. Daryl Bennett going to go in. He's just not going to get the shot, and you've seen Bennett do quite a bit of the work here for Carbondale. He's been an excellent player to watch. That ball going to be passed in. Buckley wide open. And that's going to be two good ones for Buckley. Rogerio, credit him with the assist. 3-point deficit, and we're going to get a travel there from Solitsky as he almost had the ball tapped away. Didn't quite ever have it tapped away, and it took the extra step. Right in front of the refs, saw everything. Dunmore looking to capitalize off the turnover. Nico Rogerio passes it out to the near corner. Pass back to Rogerio. That ball going to be tapped and then tapped forward as going to be a bit of a mad scramble for the ball, and that one's just going to go out of bounds. And not sure if Rogerio was the last one to touch it by the time the ball was on the paint there. Either way, he was worried about it. So Adriel DeNaples subs on. He's number 12 for Dunmore. Coming off will be Christian Buckley. Here early in the second quarter. Bennett passes, trying to make a little bit of work in the paint as number 11, Jay Allen, cannot get it to drop for the Chargers. Ball pass back and forth. Rogerio for the three. That one just going to hit off the back of the rim, not going to go down. Offensive rebound by Temperino. Almost had the ball taken away. Going to shoot one himself is Frankie Rogerio. That's going to be his second three of the game, and that ties things up here in Dunmore. 14 points apiece. Offner passes to Allen. Allen guarded by DeNaples. Trying to work the ball to the inside. Chargers have been having some success. Dunmore trying to get a couple hands in, and managing to get the shot is Jaheim Brooker. Seeing his first points of the game. And we'll give Carbondale the lead back. Rogerio. Bit of a fadeaway shot. That one's not going to go down. Brooker going to come up with the rebound. Almost had it was Kevin Walsh. Carbondale giving Dunmore quite a bit of a fight here tonight. Going to try and work to the inside again. Now going to kick to the outside. Great pass by Brooker. That's not going to drop. Brooker then going to able to grab the ball, just kept his toes inside, and then the ball is going to be kicked straight out of bounds. And by kicked, I literally mean kicked. Solitsky to throw the ball in. And that's going to be kicked. So 2 kicks. Who knows? Maybe, not sure what Rogerio does in the offseason. Might be a decent soccer player. Going to be a high pass. That one's going to be reined in by Nico Rogerio. So poor pass there for the Chargers is just going to end up costing them. No, it does not cost them to, as Dunmore cannot get the shot to go. And Jaheim Brooker has just been standing under the net there in the paint. He's been able to just bring in defensive rebounds at will tonight. And in that instance, Carbondale almost caught sleeping. They've been having a little bit of an issue just getting themselves to start moving. Offner gets it. Now, see, here's the interesting thing is once Carbondale starts running a play, they seem to start finding themselves comfortable. There have been a few instances in the game so far where it seems as if they've almost forgot to start running a play. That shot not going to go for Temperino, but it's going to be rebounded by Dunmore. Thought about a three was Walsh. Walsh instead gives off to Temperino. Walsh now going to shoot the three, and that unfortunately going to airball, but it's going to be a great pass unintentionally to Temperino. So he'll get himself 2 points. He's got 3 points overall tonight. Bennett trying to outspeed Rogerio. Allen now guarded by DeNaples. Brooker, excellent screen. Easily the biggest man here on the court, and Brooker not going to be able to bring in the pass and turn his body around as he just had that one wrapped up. So jump ball, it's going to go to Dunmore, and they'll take it back. Nico stands with it at the point. Pass the inside, trying to work the paint. Manages to do so. It's Temperino. This time he gets himself around Brooker. And it's 18 all again. Carbondale got themselves out to a little bit of a lead, and then unfortunately lost it again. Bennett trying to go a little too fast with Rogerio. He was just able to bring the ball back and center himself up. Passes Solitsky there in the far corner. Didn't really have much of a shot. They're just kind of playing keep away right now with the Dunmore defense. Again, no shot clock here in PIAA. We're going to go coast to coast with a throw. Long two from Bennett. Not going to get it to go. And Frankie Rogerio has it. He's going to speed past everybody. Going to kick it right back to the outside. Long three ball taken. That one just not going to go down. Long arms there for the rebound for Walsh, and still going to be contested. Bennett then going to come up with it. He's going to throw a bit of a hard pass as looked to be Nico Rogerio. Unfortunately ran past his man. So Jay Allen gets himself 2 points. Three ball taken. That is going to be a lead taken. Nico Rogerio hits it for three, 21-20. Now the score. First time Dunmore's led in quite a while, if at all, this game. Brooker. And Brooker a little bit of happy feet as he just kind of did a little stutter step there before he went up for the shot. And we are going to get a media timeout as the first dead ball whistle we've had under the 4-minute mark. So 21-20 is your score. And just like that, Dunmore now takes that 1 point lead. Going to kick it down to the Dunmore cheerleaders. Cheerleaders talk about Crimson Nation. We'd like to thank Crimson Nation here as just joining us here on a Wednesday night for basketball, as you guys have been doing all season long and is well appreciated. I'd like to thank you for tuning in. My name is Nick Mack. You're watching the boys basketball game tonight. They lead 21-20 over Carbondale currently, as we're getting to the later stages of the first half, which also means I like to make a plug for halftime as we'll go around the out-of-town scoreboard. We're trying to get an update on the girls' game tonight as well. That ball going to be passed just a little bit too far. Dunmore going to take it back as DeNaples able just to be able to grab his dribble a little bit. Going to try and work there to the inside, pass right back to the outside. Dunmore not afraid to pass the ball all around. That one not going to go down, and then the ball just taken right in front of Brooker, and then Brooker slaps it back down. Passed, and Brooker just arms up straight. He's probably got a, he's probably standing in at over 6 foot. When he puts his arms up, he's just 7 feet tall. 7 feet tall, including the fingers when he puts his arms straight up. So hard to get around the man. Ball was kicked, so it'll still be Dunmore's. Tried to put it off a Carbondale player. Managed to do so, and then just fell out of bounds. So I was mentioning with halftime, we're going to be having one of the cheerleaders here from Dunmore to be determined at this moment. So coming in for an interview, so we invite you to stick around, as well as the, halftime analytics and the out-town scoreboard. Long shot there, taken. That one going to be good. Frankie Rogerio with his third three of the night, 9th point overall, 24-20 the score, as now Dunmore starting to take a little bit more control of this game. Bennett picks up the dribble, ends up trying to pass to Brooker, and then ends up having it slapped back to himself. Nico Rogerio lucky and get called for a reach there. A little aggressive, but personally I like to see aggressive basketball. Nico Rogerio is just fun to watch. That one going to be taken away by Temporino. Pass was intended for Brooker. Walsh over to Rogerio. Rogerio kicks it back. The shot goes up for Walsh. That one not going to fall as Nico Rogerio just tries and then almost throws himself there to the outside in front of the doors in order to enter the gymnasium. Fortunately for him, he'll be the last person the ball touched, so it'll be Chargers ball. Bennett, guarded by Rogerio. Rogerio tried backing him up to the half-court line. Brooker, a little bit outside the comfort zone. He's just going to whip one across the court, and that one is going to be just played off by Allen, and he's going to make something out of nothing. Great job there by Allen. So he had to run up, turn around, and grab the ball, and then Dunmore almost did it themselves, and that ball is going to be tapped and then kicked subsequently out of bounds by Allen. So great double effort there from him on offense and then on defense. Dunmore's trying to get the jump on Carbondale, wasn't able to do so. Nico Rogerio Hands to Majeski. Dunmore to slow things down as Frankie Rogerio holds it. Kicks it to Nico. That one gonna go up for 3. This time it's Nico who hits one. He's got 2 3 balls. That is 5 combined for all Rogerios on the court. 40 seconds to go, 27-22 is the score line. Solitsky finds a teammate in Offner. Offner not going to get it, and Majeski almost able to get the rebound as it was just tapped. And then DeNaples, the guilty party there as the ball is tapped on out of bounds. As you can see right there, head coach Kevin Clark stands on as the ball fell out of bounds in his vicinity. Sometimes you see coaches stand a little bit more towards the center of the court, and we're going to get an offensive foul against Solitsky as he just pushed off on Frankie Rogerio. Obviously just saw Rogerio fall to the ground. So Solitsky, his first, Carbondale's second overall. 19 seconds to go, last shot should be Dunmore's. Nico Rogerio with it. Carbondale content to let him hold it. Rogerio looks to go to the inside. They kick it back out to Rogerio. Long shot. That 3 ball not going to go down. A little bit of extra time there as Majeski not going to get it. And unfortunately, the shot and the extra offensive rebound by DeNaples could not get that last one in. So unfortunately for unfortunately for Dunmore, they almost had a couple extra points there at the end. But with that, instead of trailing 14-9 at the end of the first quarter, Dunmore now leads 27-22 here at halftime. So we'll be getting a performance from the cheerleaders, and then we'll also be having one of the cheerleaders, again, TBD on who that is, coming over to do a quick interview during halftime. My name is Nick Mack. You're listening to Boys Basketball. We'll be right back with you.
The DHS varsity basketball cheerleaders, under the direction of Lindsay Perry and Mara Riley, will now do their halftime dance. Senior members of the cheerleaders are Gianna Cordaro, Caitlin Chiswick, Emma Hyden, Laura Tech. Co-captains Isabella Zeller and Victoria Griffiths, and Captain Sophia Pasevich.
Dunmore, Bucks, wish you luck this year. Dunmore, Bucks.
have a camera.
Oh, perfect. Oh, Tom. Victoria Yeah, Which one? Oh.
I'd like to welcome you back here to halftime, as my name is Nick Mack, and you're listening to the Dunmore boys basketball game. It is 27-22 here at halftime, about 4 minutes to go until we get back underway. But for the time being, we have three of our awesome Dunmore cheerleaders. As you can see right there with the headset is Sophia Pasavage. We also have Victoria Griffiths and Isabella Zeller in that order across your screen. So, Sophia, you are with the Dunmore cheerleaders. How's your season going? What have you guys been up to?
It's been a little rough, everything considered.
Right.
But we're doing really well now. We just got back from our little break, and we're really happy to be here.
Okay, that's awesome. Now, I have seen all these different cardboard cutouts and everything across here at the basketball games. Can you tell me a little bit about those?
Yeah, it originally started as a fundraising idea from our coaches, Lindsay and Mara. We had a little order at first, it was like 40 people. Then it kind of took over, and the more and more people we got, it just became bigger and kind of took over. We have kids to adults, famous people, presidents, animals, everyone's out there.
I mean, I literally see Animal from the Muppets up there,
Yeah,
which is
he's
just
right
fantastic. Now, you mentioned this is a fundraiser. What did that money go towards?
It's going to be going towards Pine Forest Camp next year for the team.
Okay, and what do you guys do up there?
Oh, it's 4 days out in the sun, cheering from 7 to 5. We eat there, we sleep there. It's really fun.
Now, is that an opportunity for you to work with other cheerleaders around the area, or is that just a Dunmore specific thing that you guys get to enjoy?
There's a bunch of other teams up there. I would probably say about 12 other teams from all over, and you get to cheer with them all day.
Now, you're obviously talking about this. You're really enjoying your Pine Forest experience, just based on your tone of voice here. Any favorite memories?
Yes, definitely winning Top Banana my freshman year, and all of our talent dances that we do up there.
I have to ask, what is Top Banana?
Oh, they walk around with this blow-up banana.
Okay.
Each day, someone gets whatever team gets awarded it at the end of the day. The team on the last day that gets to take it home.
That's fantastic. So you still have your Top Banana?
Yes, we do.
All right, that is awesome. All right, with us is Sophia Pasevich, Victoria Griffiths, and Isabella Zeller. They are cheerleaders here, as you have seen them during all of our timeout breaks and encouraging all of our teams here at Dunmore to do their very best. With that, Dunmore is going to look to finish off. Carbondale is 27-22. We are about to get underway in less than 2 minutes with the third quarter. My name is Nick Mack. We'll be right back with you in just a few moments. right, both teams set to take the court as we'll be entering the third quarter here in beautiful Dunmore, Pennsylvania. Carbondale to inbound as the Chargers and the blue unis running from left to right across the screen. So you can hear the Dunmore cheerleaders getting excited as we are off and underway. Chargers 0-12 so far this season, trying to create a huge upset here in Dunmore and obtain their first victory of the year at the expense of Dunmore. Up for the shot was Bennett. He's going to get fouled, and that will be his first trip to the line for 2.
Foul called on number 2, Nico Rogerio, his first.
First foul's on Nico Rogerio, team first here for 16 seconds in the second half. Bennett hits the ball to the very front of the rim, so does not get the first. Bennett's second. That one is good. He is 1 for 2. Carbondale 1 for 4 from the line so far tonight. 27-23 now the scoreline. Nico Rogerio with it. So he's going to almost dribble himself out of bounds and then ends up passing it straight in the hands of Jay Allen. Right place, right time, and had the awareness. Bennett tries driving in, passes out to Brooker, work to the outside to Solitsky, and then trying to push to the inside is Allen. That one can't get it down. Naples had it, kicks back out for a 3-ball for Dunmore. That one just not going to go, and Majeski, a lot of contact there, and then finally the referee blows the whistle as Majeski went up, had contact to the start, and then had contact again, so he's going to be now shooting 2.
Foul on number 43, Jaheim Brooker, his second.
So Brooker's going to get his second foul of the night, team first. Majeski on the line, gets the first. Majeski to shoot the second. That one, no good. And he'll be shooting 500 for the team as Dunmore 2 for 4 from the line tonight. Bit of an errant pass there thrown as Bennett was not, just over his head really. Naples looks to come down, ends up passing off, and a lot of contact there as Temporino threw the shoulder in. No foul called on either side as he just threw a bit of a hook shot there. No good. Nico Rogerio forces Bennett to pick up his dribble, and then Bennett, I'm not sure where he was looking or who he was looking for, but just threw the ball straight out of bounds. See the Chargers talking about it just a little bit after. And Dunmore going to come down quickly. Carbondale not paying attention, almost snuck one by. Going to be a bit of a high pass inside, and Majeski can't get it to roll as that ball just trickled off the rim. And Carbondale going to come back. They're going to score one themselves. Ray Offner has some success there in the paint. Frankie Rogerio just trying to get it past Bennett. Zone shown by Carbondale most of the night. Going to be mid-range 2. Taken from a 90-degree angle. Dom Temporino scores his 7th point of the night. 30-25 now the scoreline. Kicks to Bennett. Bennett, turnaround shots for Allen. Unfortunately, no good for him. Rebounded by Dom Temporino. Just working a zone. Dunmore just trying to pick their passes, and almost like a volleyball set. As Majeski gets it, assisted Temporino. Temporino didn't even touch the ball for less than half a second as he just tapped it right back over to Majeski and found himself all the room in the world as they had the man beat there in the paint. Full timeout taken, and we will now kick it to the Dunmore cheerleaders. again, a big thanks to the Dunmore cheerleaders for joining us at halftime and joining us for all season long for our games. Coach Clark and his assistants join the timeout, giving the Bucks the what for, and the Carbondale team will now inbound. Again, Carbondale wearing the blue unis tonight, the red trim. See Coach Clark calling out, and all of a sudden the Bucks start moving very quickly, and then there's going to be a shot taken, and almost reminiscent of what the Bucks were just able to do to Carbondale. Offner going to get his 8th point of the night with that bucket, and then Dunmore tried going quick, and I'm going to say the ball was kicked. I don't think I've seen this many kicks in a basketball game in a very long time. I feel like I keep having to make that call. Just heads up playing from the team. It's going to be a 3-ball shot taken in the face of Carbondale, and then going to be perfect, right place, right time for Temporino. The second chance effort on the offensive rebound. And Dunmore now showing a bit more pressure here in the backcourt. Brooker has the pass taken away as Nico Rogerio goes up and then has the ball rejected from Ray Offner. So a fast break for Dunmore, not going to work out, but I mean, they're still going to maintain possession. Brooker going to get a rest for his efforts. Rogerio to inbound. Bounce pass to Majeski. Majeski going to give it to Frankie Rogerio. And then pass, they're into the inside. Majeski. Another bucket for him. 4th point from the paint. Dunmore finding a bit more success here on the inside. And that ball going to be tapped. I'm going to give Adriel de Naples personally a block for that one. And the ball going to be passed up. Frankie Rogerio to score his 11th point of the night. And now Dunmore has started to roll. Ball tapped out of bounds after they trapped Jay Allen. Substitution on. Coach Clark sends on Kevin Walsh. Since the ball was tapped out of bounds, we're going to get a 60-second media timeout. And we do have an update also from Maddie Healy. Maddie Healy was the player that we had interviewed last night from the swim team. So Dunmore's Maddie Healy has just set 2 records in the 100-yard backstroke. Maddie broke Delaware Valley's pool record with a 58.58 and set a new Dunmore High School record, breaking Colleen Brown's record of 101.08. Congratulations, Maddie. That is 3 records for Maddie Healy in one night. Go Bucks. That is just absolutely impressive. Congratulations to her, and she was a fantastic interview last night as well. She was talking about working her way towards the postseason for Dunmore swim team. It was senior night for both boys and girls swim team here during our women's game last night. So now we focus back on the action here as the boys looking to continue extending their lead. The first, Carbondale is going to have it, so they got to make sure they don't let that lead shrink first. So we just get past our media timeout. 3:50 to go here in the third quarter. 36-27 the score as Dunmore leads. Ball pass there to the inside. Checked into the game was Tyler Donato. First time we've seen him. And it's going to be another quick break for Dunmore as Frankie Rogerio gets 2 straight. That ball just out of the hands there of Rogerio. Passed back and forth. High arcing passes for Carbondale. Lucky for them, all that happened was it was tapped out of bounds by Kevin Walsh. And we're going to get another timeout on the floor. And this one going to be the full variety, so a full 60 seconds. So again, 40-27 the score, 3:25 to go here in the third quarter. I'd like to take a moment to talk about Frankie Rogerio as he's been back and forth on the court. He's just had 4 straight points. He's also had 3 threes earlier there in the game. So if I do the fuzzy math there real quick, it is a 13-point night for him so far. Dom Temporino also has himself 9 points. Tyler Majeski as well has himself 5 and a nice block from before. So doing a lot of the work for Carbondale on the other side is Offner, Allen, and Bennett. Offner with 8, Allen with 6, and Bennett with 9 himself, as they've been able to spread around the ball a little bit. We saw a lot from Bennett to start the game. We've seen a little bit less, a couple more assists from him, I should say. As Dunmore seemed to figure that if he was just going to keep driving the ball themselves, Dunmore tightened it up against him, and it has obviously been less effective against the Bucks. So 3:25, 40-27, and all of a sudden the score starting to creep away from the visiting Chargers. Chargers throwing it to Bennett and almost caused Bennett to go out of bounds, and an excellent dribble through the legs. He's able to beat Rogerio. Bit of a floating shot there. That one going to be tapped up in the round. Starting to look like a volleyball game. Chargers going to be able to rein it back, and then long 3-ball taken by Ray Offner. So his first 3-ball taken in response. That one going to be good for Nico Rogerio. So the only 3-ball that Carbondale was able to put forth and make so far tonight was just answered by a 3-ball from Rogerio. That's the 7th 3 made overall for Dunmore. Dunmore now has a 13-point lead. Majeski on the rebound, but he's actually going to turn it over to Bennett, and Bennett reverse layup on that one, and that was just a fantastic heads-up play. Walsh with it, pass to the inside of Temperino. Temperino, a bit of a floater, and that one's going to go, thought it was off Majeski. It's apparently tapped past him. So we're going to see a couple substitutions on for the Bucks as Bedurka steps back onto the court, as does Jeff Walsh. Ball inbounded by Nico Rogerio. High pass, and that's going to be a foul. As Jay Allen went flying down to the floor, hopped right back up. I don't think he hit too hard, but he just kind of put the hand up and just kind of rolled straight back into Bedurka. So Allen's foul. Bedurka drives, kicks it back out. Trying to find himself close to the rim was Walsh, just didn't have a shooting lane there. Shot going to be up from Bedurka, not going to go down, and it's going to be Chargers ball as it gets tapped on out of bounds. 2:12 to go here in the third quarter, 43-32. It's your Bucks lead by double digits. Call from Bennett to give it to a certain player, and then actually it's going to be tapped there by Jeff Walsh. And it's going to be tapped again, but Bedurka almost able to grab it at that point. Jay Allen just trying to use the body there to really beat past Bedurka. There's only so much you can do, and then Allen goes down, grabs his leg, kind of hop back up, so I think he's okay. I think he just got beat. Kevin Walsh with it. Shot from the posts for Majeski. That one's good. That ball tapped by Nico, and Nico's going to jump for it, and he's just not going to be able to grab it for a jump ball. Bennett able to take the ball there, and long 3-ball for Jay Allen, so that'll be good for him. Second 3-ball made from Carbondale. That'll make it a 10-point game. Ball keeps getting passed around. Bedurka looked around for someone to pass to, realized he had a wide open shot, and he just nailed it. So Bedurka, second 3 of the night for him. He did. He looked to continue keep passing the ball and realized, well, no one's going to guard me, so I might as well pull it. 3-ball taken in response for Carbondale. That one's not going to go. And dribbled on out of bounds for Nico Rogerio as he just got a little ahead of himself there and ran out of real estate. Rogerio now going to be subbed out for Zach Cruiser, as we're starting to see some more of the substitutions creeping onto the court here for Dunmore. 45 seconds to go here in the third quarter. 48-35 the score. Daryl Bennett. And it's back to Bennett versus Cruiser, which was fun in the first quarter. Ball thrown right into the Carbondale bench. Fortunately for Bennett, that's not the first time he's been looking for somebody and thrown it to a ghost. 30 seconds, Cruiser with the ball. Gives it to Bederka, Bederka back to Cruiser, and then towards the inside. Goes up is number 33, Jeff Walsh. Fortunately for him, ball tapped the back of the rim and dropped the other way. Bennett going to take the shot. Now going to be tapped back out into the hands of Brooker. Brooker going to go up, and he's going to be sent to the line as he could not get the and one. So the foul is on Zach Cruiser, his first, team second. Brooker will find himself on the line for the first time tonight. Carbondale 1 for 4 overall. Brooker gets his. Brooker for the second. Off the front of the rim, and it's going to be rebounded. And then, unfortunately for Dunmore, it's going to be a good play by Ray Offner as 2 Bucks went to rebound the ball, and then 1 Buck ended up falling out of the bounds and had to pass it back. 3 ball taken here at the end. Unfortunately for Dunmore, it will tap off the rim and fall to the ground. So 48-38 is the score here at the end of the third quarter. Now we kick it to the Dunmore cheerleaders. Big thanks there to the Dunmore cheerleaders. 8 minutes set on the board. 48-38 is your score, and we head off to the fourth quarter. Dom Temperino subs in for Dunmore to start here in the fourth quarter. We are underway with Zach Cruiser taking it at the point. Pass around to Bederka. Back to Cruiser as the point guard. From the post, shot for Temperino, not going to go. And then it's going to be taken back away for Dunmore as the shot goes up and then up into the hands and then stolen back away from Ray Offner. He's able to swat that one and then continue to dribble with it after he took it away. Dunmore almost had a second, third break on that, and Offner goes up for the shot, not going to get it, and then it's going to be a little overzealous there for Offner. He's going to foul. Be his first, Carbondale's third. Subbing on now is Jay Allen for the Chargers. Cruiser went to pass to the inside, almost missed his man as he was in transition. And it's going to be a mad scramble for the ball. Jump ball, and that will go in the direction of the Chargers, says the scorers table. Adriel DeNaples now subs on for the Bucks. Throw just grabbed by Brooker, almost fell out of bounds. Solitsky passes to the inside, and Offner goes up, ends up getting fouled. Usually when you end up seeing a hand swatting down, if it hits anything but the ball, referee's always going to call it. So DeNaples, his first, Dunmore's third. Ray Offner to the line, his first time from the charity stripe tonight. First one is good for him. Now we'll slice this lead to single digits. Second shot made for Offner. Now we're going to get substitutions. As Coach Clark doesn't want to let this game get too close, so it'll be Buckley and Rogerio step on. 48-40. Point guard Cruiser brings it. Gives it to Frankie Rogerio. Pass to the inside, kicked back to the outside, and Cruiser had that ball slapped away by Selitsky. Lucky for him, Rogerio was there to grab it back. 3-ball taken. Great shot in traffic for Cruiser. And he'll add himself as the 4th Buck to hit a 3-pointer tonight. Bennett going to try and get past Cruiser. Cruiser going to follow him all the way down. Jerseys touched literally for over 20 feet there as neither one was giving an inch. 3-ball taken. No good for the Chargers. Rebounded by the Bucks. Bucks trying to come back quickly. DeNaples has it. A little bit of contact there. Not enough to draw the foul. And at that point, DeNaples goes to get up and finds a hand that comes up and just takes it away from him before he can get a shot. And Bennett does all the work himself, and he is going to bring it in for 2 from the paint. Pass there to the inside, and a quick pass past Brooker. So Christian Buckley with 2 points. Brooker, a little bit slow getting back last time. You got to wonder if he's just a little bit winded, could use a break. And Dunmore going to take it away there. Hands to Frankie Rogerio, and he realizes he doesn't have too many people around him. Gives up to Temporino. That one's going to be good. So Frankie Rogerio gets himself another assist tonight, and Dunmore starting to walk away a little bit again. So 55-42, 13-point lead. Bennett trying to do it himself. He's going to get 2 shots for his efforts. And Frankie Rogerio, his first, team 4th. So heading to the line is Daryl Bennett. He's 1 for 2 so far. Misses. Bennett looking to help the shooting percentage out a little bit here. Does not get that one either. Going to be an offensive rebound by Offner, and then we're going to go back to the stripe again. So finishing up there, Bennett 1 for 4 tonight from the line. Brooker heads the line himself. Temporino going to get the foul. So Brooker 1 for 2 so far himself. Gets that one. Helping out the old team average. Second one good. So 3 for 4 for the night for Jaheim Brooker. Rogerio. Passes out to Cruiser. Gives it to Naples. Naples look to take a long shot, and that one is just going to be blocked by Offner. Then all of a sudden, flying in there, Frankie Rogerio. Ended up crashing to the ground, got the shot anyway. A little off balance on the shot, didn't matter. Rogerio also just stood there, was willing to put his body on the line to possibly draw the charge, and DeNaples is going to dribble it right on out of bounds, so it's going to be Chargers ball. Chargers inbound. Offner with it. Offner takes a long shot in, guarded heavily. Right now, you got to figure Carbondale's just looking to sink a few shots. Quick passing again. Frankie Rogerio for 3. That one going to fall right in the hands of Brooker. Fortunately, Frankie did just airball that one a little too quick. Selitsky going to travel. Cruiser with it. Looks to take the pro hop. Passed to Buckley, and that's going to go off the chest and the hands and out of bounds. Get the whistle there. Little handsy. So Naples with a push. Brooker with it. Has that ball slapped out of bounds by Temperino. It doesn't go down as a block, but it looked like one. And we're going to get a whistle on the court, as that will be our fourth and final media timeout. Again, just a full 60-second timeout for both teams to catch their breath. 57-44 is the score. Dunmore leads this one. And speaking of Dunmore, let's give a quick check-in to the girls' game. And we have a final score for you as the girls defeat Old Forge. So your Lady Bucks win 71-35 over the Lady Blue Devils. So congratulations to the Lady Bucks here tonight. The next game we'll have with the Lady Bucks will be against Mid-Valley. That will be on Friday, February 26th. And that will be at 7:15. We'll have all the coverage here for you, right here on dhstv.net. I'll be here to call the game. Rich Banick will be here to run the cameras. Also, the next broadcast we'll have overall is that the boys team will be playing the Old Forge Blue Devils tomorrow night, Thursday, February 25th at 7:15. Remember, JV game starts at 6. And then tip-off is, well, just after the JV game, we'll usually say about 7:15. So just large slate of games so far here this week. Because then we'll also have a game on Sunday as Mid-Valley comes to town to play the Dunmore boys. And then on March 1st, Lakeland will come in to play the Dunmore boys as well as we gear up towards conference tournament time. A chance for the state tournament. Brooker to get the bucket. And an interesting thing this year for COVID reasons, whoever wins the conference tourney, so in Dunmore will be the 3A, and that is just going to be a tap by Brooker. Held up one hand, made a little too much contact, though. That'll be his third foul. Going to the line will be Temperino, 1 for 2 so far. So with those conference tournaments, again, in the boys team, all 7 teams will make it. Most likely, the Bucks and Carbondale will not play each other. First one good by Temperino. Due to COVID regulations, state tournament, all that, yada, yada. Only the conference champion will be going to states. Typically other years. Second one, no good. Typically other years, sometimes depending, you end up sending 1, 2, maybe even 3 teams here out of District 2, depending on which league you're in, how many teams you got, all that stuff. Going to be only 1 team this year from the boys and the girls classifications. The girls in the 4A, the boys in the 3A. Big, interesting game there. I would love to see it. Championship matchup between Prep and the Lady Bucks. That would be fantastic. 1-on-1 shot, Jay Allen to the line. First one, no good. Going to be rebounded by Brooker. That not going to be good. Brooker going to get his own rebound. He's going to give himself some more points. So that will be Brooker's 9th point of the game. Still a 10-point lead for Dunmore. Cruiser. Pass to Naples. Naples back to Cruiser. Look to the inside. Pass back to the outside. Pass back to Cruiser. Cruiser over to Naples. Naples long 3-ball shot. Not going to go. It's quite a bit of distance on that one. Cruiser able to get the offensive rebound from right back out midway towards half court. Going to be another shot taken. Almost backboarded in for Rogerio. No good on that one. So Dunmore right now kind of letting Carbondale hang around just a little bit. And Frankie going to have that ball tapped out of bounds. No, actually going to stay in. And then Frankie Rogerio, the side of his shoe, just touched that blue painted line, so he has in fact dribbled himself out of bounds, and that's a tough break for Frankie. So 2:30 to go, 10-point game. Bennett with it, guarded by Cruiser, and Cruiser's going to pick up the foul as he just kind of pushed Bennett just a little bit. Going to be Cruiser's 2nd, Dunmore's 8th. So 1-on-1 opportunity for Bennett. 1-of-4 so far tonight. And he'll go 2-5. See if he can make it 3-6. We're going to get a 30-second timeout from Carbondale. So also just to remind you, you can find us at Dunmore Bucks AD on Twitter for all your latest information. Also remember, for spring sports, the physicals this Saturday. Get it done. If you want to play spring sports, you need your physical. Our next broadcast is going to be against Old Forge, as the boys team will be playing here at home Thursday, February 25th at 7:15. And the next girls game we'll have a broadcast for you will be the day after against Mid-Valley on Friday, February 26th, 7:15. All these games extremely important as we're making our way down here towards the road to the playoffs. Just to see if either Bucks team make it to states. Always an exciting time of year for basketball. I personally love basketball tournaments. Bennett gets himself back up to 500, 3-6 from the charity stripe. 8-point lead for the Bucks. They just need to finish this off. Buckley to Cruiser. Cruiser with it. Gives it back to DeNaples. Over to Cruiser. Rogerio, and just passing back and forth as Dunmore. They're just chewing clock right now, which is advantageous for them. Buckley, Thykela himself up, tries float one over Brooker, and it just ends up becoming a pass to Majeski. Long three ball taken and not going to be good. Just airballed it way short on that one. Not sure if it was a pass or a shot. And Bennett going to find himself on the line again with another Dunmore foul. And Coach Clark is going to have to bring in a couple more of his typical starters. DeNaples with his third foul of the night. Bennett can't get the first. Frankie Rogerio, Temperino, and Walsh all sub on for Coach Clark's Dunmore Bucks team. Second one going to be good for Bennett. Buckley. It's now a 7-point game. Rogerio to Temperino. Temperino kicks out to Buckley in the far corner. Buckley just wasting time. We're going to get a timeout on the floor taken by the Bucks, as Buckley was probably about that 4-second mark of 5 seconds till he had to throw away the ball. So Coach Clark did not want to get caught up in that. So quick 30-second timeout there by Dunmore. Again, 1:22 to go here in the fourth quarter. It is 58-51. Bit of a close game here for Carbondale. Again, Dunmore hadn't used all their typical starters for, let's say, about half the game. So this game is probably a little typically closer than what it would have been. But Carbondale, again, typically speaking, whether it's esports, whether it's regular sports, or whether it's me playing my sister during a board game, you don't let your opponent hang around because it usually just comes back to bite you. Right now, Dunmore trying not to fall victim. I gotta say, I'm definitely a mean Monopoly player. I don't mean mean in a good way. I mean, I kind of just let it go way too long. Foul going to be on the floor against the Chargers. It's going to go against Jay Allen, his second, team fifth. So Chargers not in the bad position to start fouling if they so chose. And no foul going to be given just yet, as that ball almost stolen. Nico Rogerio did not make a crisp pass on that one. Buckley with it, gives it up to Frankie Rogerio. And Dunmore just moving fast, as right now the Chargers just trying to foul, and Dunmore just outdoing them speed-wise. And it's just absolutely impressive, the passing shown from Dunmore. They're still just trying to foul the Bucks and not having any luck. And finally, Jay Allen able to get a hand in there. That's going to be his third, team sixth. But what's impressive that for Dunmore is they burned about 15-20 seconds just with expert speedy passing. And this time it's just going to be Kevin Walsh to go up and he is going to score 2. So as opposed to letting them put him up on the line for a 1-on-1, and this time Walsh still with the ball. He passes up forward. Temperino with it, gives it back to Walsh. Walsh just slows it down, and there is going to be a foul as Jose Mendez is going to pick up his first. And just the amount of time Dunmore was able to waste between those two possessions, it's not only 34 seconds, they started doing that with about 70 seconds left to go in the game. So 1-on-1 goes Kevin Walsh. Take his first. It's good, nothing but a swish. So he'll score his 3rd point in the game, and he's going to try for his 4th. He's earned a 2nd shot. So 61-51, your scoreline. The Bucks make it back to double digits. And that one falls wayside for Walsh. Long 3-ball taken for Carbondale. That's not going to go. Buckley on the rebound, and we're going to get another foul. So heading to the line will be Frankie Rogerio. Foul officially on Solitsky. His 2nd, Carbondale's 8th, as you can hear the PA announcer behind me. So it'll be 1-1 for Frankie Rogerio. 17 points for Rogerio so far. That's where it'll stay. That ball going to go right over the rim. Passed, and we're going to get a foul. This time it'll be Dom Temperino, who's 2 for 4 from the charity stripe, heading to the line himself. That'll be the 9th foul overall. Offner's 2nd. So one more would be the 2-point bonus. I mean, I got to figure we're almost done here with 13.6 left. Temperino take his first, and it won't be his only. 3 for 5 from the line. And then the second one, slow roller, but it goes. Almost like bowling, hitting the pin and just watching it just tilt, 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 and then finally just falls. Long 3-ball taken, and great shot there for Offner. And we're going to get a timeout on the floor from Carbondale, and I can't tell you why. 63-54, Carbondale wants to talk it over. Not so sure the final 5 seconds are going to do too much. I mean, I got to figure if you're going to take a timeout, you're going to probably foul. Wasn't sure. I didn't see the referee motion for how long the timeout would be. Hoping for the 30-second variety of it. Big credit to our referees today. Did a great job. A lot of close calls, and I believe they were straight on top of most of them. By most of them, I mean all. No complaints here. And they're going to foul. Okay, we're going to go to the line for the 2-point bonus. I don't mean to laugh too much. It's just 2.5 seconds left. I'm not sure why you're fouling with 9 seconds or a 9-point deficit. So 2 shots officially for Dom Temperino, who stands in 4 for 6 from the line. Doesn't get it. Second one, good. 2 seconds to go, 3-ball shot taken. That one going to be no good, and the inevitable end here. 64-54 is your final score as the Dunmore Bucks have defeated Carbondale. Bucks have increased their record to 6-5. Carbondale drops to 0-13. With that, our player of the game is going to be Frankie Rogerio. He had 17 points among a bunch of excellent defensive plays as well. So in just a few moments, we will talk to him as they will be our post-game interview. Again, just to remind you, our next broadcast is going to be tomorrow night on February 25th. That is Thursday at 7:15, as the boys team will be taking on Old Forge. Our next women's broadcast will be against Mid-Valley on Friday, the 26th, also at 7:15, as per usual. Tune into the JV game at 6 as well. Frankie makes his way over here. We'll be back with you in less than 30 seconds. So we welcome you back here for our post-game interview. 64-54 is the final score as Dunmore knocks off Carbondale. Our player of the game is Frankie Rogerio. Frankie ended the game with 17 points. Now, I noticed Coach Clark had plenty of substitutions going around throughout most of the game. How did that affect any shooting that you had in terms of kind of coming on the court, coming off the court?
It's a real team win around the whole team. Everybody scored. Everyone did great. When he put us in, he's just like, go out there and do your thing, and we just went out there and did our thing. I mean, it really didn't affect anybody.
Okay, that's awesome. Now, you're going to be having a game against Old Forge tomorrow night. Obviously, you're coming off a win here. How does that help you transition to tomorrow night's game?
We had a lot of games back-to-back, so we're pretty used to it, and we'll be prepared for tomorrow.
All right, now you mentioned a lot of games back-to-back. That's absolutely true. You have a slate of games right now through the end of March 1st.
Yeah.
You guys had a little bit of a break there, and now you're playing a lot of the makeup games. How does it feel to have so many games within such short amount of time? How do you guys prepare for that?
It's like rest your body as much as you can, as much as you can, but you just got to look at the game that you're playing right tonight and don't look ahead to the schedule, and we're doing that pretty well right now.
Okay, with us tonight is our player of the game, Frankie Rogerio. He had over 17 points. That is going to do it for us. Big thanks to Rich Banick for taking the time to film this game for us. 64-54 win for Dunmore. My name is Nick Mack, and we will see you tomorrow night as the Dunmore Bucks take on Old Forge at 7:15. Go Bucks!